Hi everyone, welcome back to Storytime Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap one of the film from 2016. Better watch out. Without any further, let's get started. The movie opens in a snowy neighborhood with a joyous ambience, with all of the family celebrating Christmas. However, Ashley is unable to spend this Christmas with her family, so it appears that she does not enjoy the holiday spirit. Instead, Ashley is heading to the house of family who have requested her to watch their 12-year-old son, Luke, who recently experienced his first wet dream. Luke told Garrett, a friend who had also gone through the same thing, about his experience. Luke tells his closest pal that since he has romantic feelings for her, he is going to make out with Ashley tonight. Despite Garrett's belief that Luke is too young for Ashley, Luke is adamant on carrying out his plan. Shortly after, Luke's parents welcome Ashley and get ready to head out for the Christmas party. As it turns out, Ashley has been watching Luke since he was 8 years old, which is why the parents trust her to look after Luke. Luke's mom tells Ashley that Luke has started sleepwalking again, so Ashley will have to keep a pencil on his door handle to know if he is in his bedroom at night. After Luke's parents and Garrett go, Ashley talks to her boyfriend Ricky and he begs to meet her, but she declines.
I don't know.
But as time passes, it seems like Luke is keen to impress her and is ready to prove to her that he is no longer a boy. He begins performing innocuous acts to demonstrate his bravery and maturity.
One time me and Garrett drank a whole...
Give it.
As she heads to the kitchen to empty the bottle of champagne, she discovers the rear door open and closes it. She gets another call from Ricky and hangs up because she finds their disagreement annoying. Luke is aware of her boyfriend's persistent calls for her, but it doesn't stop him from attempting to woo her.
You know...
After that, Ashley gets a call on the kitchen phone, but nobody picks up, so she and Luke go watch a scary movie. When he tells her that she shouldn't be dating a man like Ricky, Ashley silences Luke by calling him a kid.
Few weeks.
Then she explains that she didn't order the pizza, but shortly after they hear the doorbell, they locate a pizza delivery boy.
I did.
312 Claremont.
Even though Ashley claims the delivery person she didn't order it, Luke informs Ashley that his father may have placed the order, so she accepts the pizza. In the end, they watch a scary movie together while eating the pizza. Luke persistently tries to approach her, even improperly touching her leg, before she rejects him and leans on her shoulder. His conversation is cut short when Ashley answers a phone call.
Ricky... Hello?
After the phone call, she comes back to sit with him, and they continue watching the film.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Until Luke abruptly approaches her and gives her a hard kiss, frightening her. As a result, Ashley gets up, blatantly refusing his advances. Now, Ashley gets a call from a man who tells her that he can watch her. She approaches the backyard window, but nobody is there. After realizing the back door is open, she immediately asks Luke to give her phone, but he drops it in the fish tank by mistake.
Ashley, my mom will buy you another one.
The intruder identifies himself as Garrett, who had intended to scare Ashley as part of a practical joke. After hearing a sudden ruckus from upstairs, Ashley grabs the kitchen knife and goes upstairs to investigate. The two guys follow him. They found that someone threw a brick at the window of the upper room and broke it. When she tries to contact using the landline, Ashley is shocked to discover that there is no reception. The three of them discover that they can no longer use a landline to access the internet or call people. As they prepare to flee with her car, they discover that someone has cut Ashley's tire with a knife. When Garrett comes back downstairs, he reveals that there is a note on the brick warning them not to leave the house or perish.
What the fuck is that?
But Garrett panics, ignores the warning, and rushes to the front yard, where he is shot by an unidentified individual. Ashley and Luke fled to hide from the invader out of fear. They choose to hide in the attic in order to evade a shadowy figure that has now entered the house. Luckily, the intruder is unaware of their presence in the attic, so he walks out of the room. After being frightened by a spider, Ashley is on the verge of falling from the attic, but Luke intervenes to save her. Then, they step down, and Luke rushes to get the gun that is hidden in his parents' bedroom, before leading Ashley to another room, despite the fact that the intruder is still wandering the house. The intruder enters the room, and shortly after Ashley realizes that the intruder is wearing Luke's mask, she forces him to remove it, exposing him as Garrett. As a result, Ashley becomes very angry when she learns that Luke wanted to seduce her by scaring her and staging a rescue.
Thinks that staging a break-in. You're a selfish brat with no consideration.
Now Luke, enraged that his plan had been thwarted, gave Ashley such a strong smack that she slid down the steps and was knocked unconscious. Ashley discovers she has been strapped to a chair with her mouth taped shut, while Luke and Garrett stroll around the house.
Allocated bubblegum so she can stretch or sleep.
After Luke declares his love for Ashley in spite of their 5-year age difference, the two boys make her play a game of truth or dare in which he demands to know if she has had sex with other guys, and Garrett challenges Luke to touch Ashley's breast.
Right or left?
A fight breaks out between Garrett and Luke after Garrett tells Luke that he should challenge Garrett to kiss Ashley, but Luke declines.
What am I even doing here, dude? We were just gonna.
When she is left alone in the room, Ashley locates a flashlight, takes it, and shines it at the window to communicate Morse codes for assistance. But she is apprehended when Luke and Garrett come back and take away the flashlight. At that point, Luke makes her drink something that will help her forget everything when she wakes up the following day. But she knocks the bottle and it breaks.
Bitch!
Suddenly, the doorbell rings, and Ashley tries to yell for help, but they stop her.
And stay here and clean this up.
When he turns on the loud music on the tape, Ricky knocks the door and informs him that he has come to visit Ashley because she texted him. Luke informs Ricky that Ashley no longer wants to see Ricky because she is irritated with him. When Ricky makes the decision to go, he asks Luke to give her the bouquet of flowers he brought. But when Luke opens the door to accept the arrangement, Ricky scuttles inside. In the other room, Ashley falls to the ground and secretly grabs a glass of shard. Luke informs Ricky that Ashley is upstairs due to a menstrual spasm. As he goes upstairs to look for her, Luke takes a baseball bat from his bedroom to knock Ricky unconscious, and the two end up fighting on the floor. Garrett then walks in on them with a shotgun in his hands. Luke takes the opportunity to knock Ricky out.
No!
As Ricky is strapped to another chair next to Ashley, and it is now revealed that Luke was the one who texted Ricky from Ashley's phone. Because Garrett was unaware that this was also a part of Luke's plan, Garrett argues with Luke, who somehow calms him down and makes amends.
What else are you gonna lie to me about?
Following that, Luke makes Ashley phone her boyfriend, Jeremy, to invite him over. When she doesn't listen, Luke calls Jeremy personally.
Fine.
While Ashley uses this moment to start breaking herself free from the chair with a glass shard, Ricky purposefully pees on himself to distract Luke, who cleans the floor and goes outside to trash the wipe. While he's away, Ashley unties one of her feet and then another. Unfortunately, Ricky's situation only becomes worse as Luke and Garrett pull him from the room. Luke is obviously envious and upset that Ashley is seeing another man. Consequently, Luke has a horrible plan to hurt Ricky. While Ashley is able to completely escape her restraints in the other room, she enters the foyer with a gun, threatening Luke to keep Ricky safe. Then Luke throws the new paint he's carrying down, killing Ricky by smashing his skull. At this point, Ashley and Garrett are standing there in shock, gaping at the terrible scene.
His head just exploded!
She presses the trigger, but discovers later that the pistol was never loaded, so she quickly leaves the house. But her effort is futile as Luke manages to drag her back inside once more. After tying her up with Christmas lights once more, he joyfully goes out to the porch to welcome the carolers. Garrett, however, is visibly shaken and petulant due to Ricky's death. Jeremy, the ex, later arrives at the front door and Luke warmly greets him. Luke then informs Jeremy that before he may meet Ashley, he must write an apology letter.
Fine. Where is she all?
By slipping a rope around Jeremy's neck and pulling and suspending him in midair and hanging him on the tree, the boy kills him. Garrett has since had a change of mind after learning from Ashley that Luke is not a true friend, and that he simply exploits and manipulates Garrett for his own gain. Unfortunately for him, though, when he tries to let her go he gives her a kiss, which irritates Luke, who then shoots Garrett for touching Ashley. He yells at Garrett, informing him that he has made Luke shoot him. With a final strike, Luke then kills him. Now that she has seen everything that has happened, Ashley has given up. Luke tells her that his mother used to love and care for him, but she stopped, and he doesn't know why. Ashley says she knows. However, she doesn't say anything, so Luke, angry, ends her life with a knife. With no one else left alive, Luke joyfully begins moving around the house, staging the bodies and creating a fake crime scene. At last, before going to bed, he remembers to leave the pencil on his door handle. After failing to retain the pencil on the door handle, he chooses to enter his room through the window.
Fucking deers.
When the parents eventually show there, Luke pretends to be asleep in his bed and seems unaware to the violence that has occurred around the house. When the police and medics arrive on the scene, her mother is holding him. At that moment, we can see that Luke is happy with his achievement, but a medic's yell that someone is still alive indicates that it's not over yet. This individual is none other than Ashley. Luke watches from the window in horror as Ashley is lifted into an ambulance. After noticing him looking at her in his room, she flicks Luke off before the movie closes, since he fears that she would tell the police everything. Luke tells his mother that he is really concerned about Ashley and would like to visit her in the hospital. Thanks for watching, and remember to turn on your notifications to watch more movie recaps like this one.